recording? Yes. All right. Looks like we're recording. This is L. Jermaine Russell. I'm here. Actually, my boy Yannick, he's in here too. He's over here chilling, and we're kind of just going through the market right now, just kind of seeing what is actually going to be running, running through these next couple of days. But right now I just kind of, it's so hot. It's hot. It is hot here. Eventually, like, there's going to be cooler weather. It is just morbidly warm, but I love it. It's tropical. Anyway, I'm rambling. So I just want to kind of go over what two stocks that I traded that I felt like were pretty bad, and I want to go over those two. And it's starting with ASTI. ASTI. I bought it yesterday at 22 cents, 22.5 actually, and when I bought it, I knew that there could be a potential like uptrend when I got into it in the morning, or not in the morning, the late afternoon. So I bought yesterday right around here, and I said, it has some potential because one, the 100-day moving average is crossing over the VWAP, and that's what I like to see. And because it starts to do that during the trading day, it definitely has more momentum to go up. But because it's towards the end of the trading day, normally you will not get a spike. It will just kind of just put out like this, so it's kind of flatten out. I knew it was going to retest 29 cents. So that part I was really anticipating and really much hoping for. But at the same time, I was not paying attention to the MACD. The MACD was showing that there was some selling pressure starting to come in, and I should take note of it. But because I saw that the 100-day moving average was coming closer to the VWAP, I was more enticed by seeing the 100-day moving average cross over the VWAP and break this 29 cent resistance area. I should have just sold. That was a 7 cents, a share. I think I was up maybe like $50 or $60 or something like that. I should have just taken that and just cut my loss. If I just paid attention to all the indicators. And that's the one thing that most people find the most frustrating, is that it's so layered when it comes to looking at the charts. You're not just looking at one specific indicator to give you the end all be all answer to the direction of where the stock will go, but you are giving yourself a better advantage of identifying where the price of the market of the stock might move. And with how this market was today, it was a bloodbath. From what I remember, I try not to even look at it. Let's take a look at the. Yeah, it was pretty red. It was extremely horrible, but it was red enough. It was red enough to bring the markets all the way down. This is Nasdaq definitely in the negative. So being that the market was that negative, that should have gave me even more of a reason to sell. So this is a learning example. Even though it fulfills all the other requirements. The other requirement was that it was trading above the 100-day moving average on the day chart. Even though it's fulfilling that, there's still that potential that the stock could come back down to the 100-day moving average, and it does that when it trades intraday. The price could move down to that line. When it's trading, when it's going on the downtrend or when it's going on the uptrend, it can trade along that line throughout the course of the day. But there are times where there's a divergence and the VWAP really takes over. That's the the volume average weighted price. So that indicator is actually moving the price away from the 100-day moving average, which ideally lets you know if the stock is going bearish or bullish. So I think that is a really good example of looking at when to actually sell. Oh yeah, I sold for a loss. There we go. I sold for a loss. I sold it at like 14 cents. I wasn't patient. I sold it like right around here. I said, this is, I should just let it go. But I thought, hey, what is it going to do? It's going to go back up, right? No, wrong. I'm wrong. So maybe tomorrow, it might do something totally different because the market conditions are a little bit better. But other than that, I don't really see it doing much. On to the next one, which is Roku. Roku was another bad decision. I traded it, buying it yesterday at 62.99. And when I bought it at 62.99, I knew that it was going to have some potential of going to at least the 63.50 area. If I remember, it did get there at some point. Yeah, it did get there. Pre-market, after hours yesterday and pre-market, it did trade around the $63.50 area. But from there, it did start to trend downward, and it did it fast, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I could not, the disadvantage of trading with Wells Fargo using their platform is that it doesn't have that same flexibility as TD Ameritrade, where if you want to instantly change your order, you can do it right there, spot on the dime, without really having to wait. With Wells Fargo, there's a little bit more of a lag time, so I got the bad end of this, and I was able to sell before it went further down. I actually sold at $60, so this was really a $3 a share loss, and I was not looking for that on the day, but that's okay. The types of stocks that I've been trading as of late have been, this is just a minor loss that I will recoup if I continue to use my strategy efficiently and fastidiously. So those are the losses. I want to, going over the losses sometimes is not the best thing that people are like look forward to, but it gives you a kind of a keener understanding of why you traded something and what was your mindset in going in. I remember looking at Roku at the 62 area, 62.80 area. Just because it was holding it so well, and I wasn't thinking about holding it. I was thinking about holding it overnight, but once I saw what the Asian markets look like, really getting quicker at putting in a stop order because that the markets are not in the best conditions. So, I don't want to talk too much because I can jibber jabber, but. Jibber jabber, but I'm only 8 minutes in, so I'll say a couple more. So, what I tend to do the night before is that I look at the market, what's going on in Asia, and when I look at Asia, I'll look to see if the Nikkei and the Hang Seng are high. If those are in the green, then I know it's going to be a really good day. Even though it's still like 2 out of 3, that 2 out of 3 makes a big difference in what can happen in the American market. So in the American markets, those will be affected. Now, I personally do not know the entire difference between, the KOSPI, which is the Korean markets, the Nikkei, and the Hang Seng. I don't know the difference. I can't say, I know the intricacies inside and out, but what I do know is that if those markets are green, it definitely makes a positive impact on the American markets as well. So, why not know these things going into the day? If I knew this, which I did know, it was a bloodbath last night, or yesterday morning, in Asia, all the markets were red, and the Chinese market was definitely down, like a good 800 points, I think, or 700 points. It was pretty bad. So, using those things kind of help set the tone for what and how I need to set my cut my loss. I knew that this was going to fall. I just didn't know it was going to fall this bad. But I should have known. This is a bigger float. This is a float that I don't normally like to trade, but I know that Roku is volatile, and because it is volatile, you do get those swings of $3, and it makes it so much easier. Look, if the Asian markets did not, go as bad as it did, if you cancel out this day, and let's say it was going to be a positive day, which my thesis, it would have tested this 64.50 area, and possibly would have broken. It would have gone to 65. So I would have liked this to go in a different direction, but knowing that it was a potential breakout lets me know that, hey, at least I'm seeing that a breakout could occur, but the market conditions just wasn't having it. There is a stock that looks like it has a good breakout potential, and that is CORV. CORV looks like it has some really good breakout potential. This is definitely my top buy for tomorrow. So I'm gonna leave you with that. You'll figure it out. If you draw your support and resistance lines, children, please do so. It's important. It's important to your education. Oh yeah, and if you haven't realized, if you want to know a little bit more about what my strategy is towards trading, I look at supply and demand. I think my LinkedIn account shows a better appreciation of the process that I go through. Literally take you about 30 minutes, and the other time that you're just you're just looking for news to support your thesis and seeing what the market sentiment is saying. So technically I'll show you. So if you look on my LinkedIn page, I think I can go to my home. Oh, right here. Go to my profile page. Sometimes my internet is a little slow. So, all right. Slide down. Where are we? Yeah. See, I like going over your losers. You got to go over your losers to figure out how to become a better winner. I like writing about articles like that. Sometimes it's very motivating. As you can tell, that's right here on my page. But I did write one specifically on supply and demand. This really goes in depth on how I go through the plethora of stocks that are out there. There's so many things that are out there, and there's so many ways of trying to figure out whether a stock is a winner or a loser. So I think I just simplified it to a couple of ways. There's a couple of technicals that you can use to help implement in your strategy, and hopefully it will let you buy low and sell at the utmost high, where you don't even have to worry about your position for a couple of days. I did that with a couple. I did that with IGC. I did that with AOBC and GALT. So. And PXLY, PXLW. Like I did that with a couple of stocks, because it's just drawing your lines, draw your support lines, drawing your resistance lines, know your risk. Come on, children, let's be risk managers out here. We're not trying to be gunslingers, just risk management. So, I'm learning as I go. This is why I show you my losses. I favor my losses than going over the wins, because I want to know a little bit more. And I think that gives me more insight. So hopefully I gave you a little bit of insight on my loss when it came to Roku and, see, I'm trying to forget about the stock already, ASTI. So, there's so many other plays out there. Do well, be well. I don't know what the Asian markets are saying right now, not yet, but I'll wait. In the meantime, I'm trying to log off, but I can't log off. There you go. This is all real. This is 100% real. All right. Enjoy. Study well.